Good day, everyone. Today's video is going to be relatively short. It's a follow-up one based on a question comment that I received on another video that was focused on selection by location or select within a distance of. That video was on Chattanooga using schools and selecting violence or crime within a certain distance. The question that was posed is, what if you were interested in just one school versus all? So I'm going to show you how to go about that. What you see in front of you is not Chattanooga, it's Little Rock. I'm actually working on a proposal with the school district there on some of the schools and violence and getting that together. So I figured I would go ahead and get this going and kind of show a walkthrough for it. So for the proposal, we're interested in two schools, a middle school, Mayville Middle School, and then a high school, Neuro 1 Southwest. So what you see in front of you, if you look at the content it's over here, we have the public schools for Little Rock. I've already trimmed it or did a select by location for the only ones within Little Rock, our firearm incidents of 2021, then streets and the city boundary. All this is public data. You can go out and download it yourself. Good to go. Little Rock Data Portal will have the bottom three. The top one for schools, Highfield through DHS, will have all the public schools across the U.S. You can select by state and locations for that. All right. So our purposes are to get into how to select based on a specific school. And I will say I have one of the updated ArcPro, models, or the most updated ArcPro that you can have. So depending on what one you're working with, you might need to update to have the same features I do, but I did go through that process. So I have the attribute table open for the public schools, just scrolling down until I grab Mableville Middle. So the moment I select just that one, it's going to highlight just one school, so one out of the 74 public schools. And you see it's truly in kind of this, what Little Rock describes as the Southwest area. So now, since I have this selected, I actually want to select the number of firearm incidents in X amount of distance from its location. So I can still use our select by location. Up here, though, our input features that I'm selecting from would be our firearms within a distance, and here's where I specify our selecting feature, which is that school. You can see when I put in the school, it's telling me that I already have only one selected. That is what I want to see, and this is why I say depending on the model of ArcPro that you're working with, what extension it is, because I think 2.7 was there for a while. It might be 2.8 or 3 by this point. I honestly cannot recall. But I think I'm with 3, and I haven't even added in the crime analysis toolbar back into it yet. Within that, I can now do a distance. If I did, these are even different from me from the last time I did one of these videos. Survey feet, I'm good with that. And if I want to do 5280, so a mile. So I'm now asking ArcPro to build a mile, essentially buffer in the sense of how many, and select how many firearm crimes there are within that. You can see, and I've never done it this way, so it's kind of cool. I left this open when I hit apply, and it tells me that it grabbed 10. To verify that, if I open the attribute table of the firearm incidents, you can see down at the bottom, it tells me that 10 out of 2,254 were selected. Or if I select this one over here that says show records only, it's only going to be those highlighted selected ones themselves. Pretty cool that they build that into the selection feature. That's actually super handy. I'm glad that I saw that and kind of did it this way versus hitting OK. Same process. I always hit apply because I usually do multiple distance selections at the same time. So it's a pretty cool way to do it. Another way to do all of this, as an example, I oftentimes, like I said, for this video, I'm only doing a middle school. So of course there's 74 schools, public schools in Little Rock. I'm interested in 2 overall right now, Mableville specifically. So if I highlight that one, I can export just one school out even, and just truly save it as Mableville Middle School. And I have a folder already made. You can see the location. Save that as a separate point layer itself. So if I were to turn off the full Little Rock ones, you can see down here I still have my school I'm working with. And then I can still do a select by location based on that alone. So I'll open the firearm incidents attribute table just so I can see how many are selected. Now I would do another select by location, and here still selecting firearm incidents. within a distance of. I'm changing it now. I'm no longer interested in the public schools as a whole. I'm only interested in the Mableville location. And let's just do 10,000. Let's change it up a little. Hit apply. You can see we now have 156 out of 2,254 firearm incidents selected that are within, that'd be what, a mile and 3/4, just about a mile and a half, mile and 3/4. So if you have any questions on that, let me know. Feel free to reach out. Some of the new features I'm still getting into as this updated. I do have some stuff I'm still sorting out. You can see I think this is a really cool part to have available to you. If you have further questions, feel free to reach out. Until next time, take care.